Hangover Part 2. Where have I seen that before? Oh yeah! The Hangover! The Hangover Part 2. Now don't get me wrong, I am a big fan of the original, as you can see from my shirt. Huge fan of it. I loved everything about it. And so going into this, I had high hopes. I was really hoping that I would like it. I was really hoping that they wouldn't disappoint me, because, I mean, I'm a huge fan. And I've also known that other huge fans have been disappointed. So I was really hoping that this wasn't the case for me in my particular case. And for my money, it was enjoyable, but not as good as the first. The first one still is better. It still is better for now. We'll wait to see what happens with part 3. And yes, Todd Phillips said that he would probably want to do a part 3. Anyway, more of that later. So the movie starts out very promising. The scene at IHOP has to be probably my favorite scene in the entire movie. It was funny. It had most of the references to the original, which I really liked. The references to the original kind of made me feel like, oh yeah, yay. Yeah. So then and then now the thing that hurts this movie the most, though, is that essentially how I look at it, it's a remake of the first movie with the same exact cast, crew, and yeah, except they're in Bangkok now. Yeah. And now when they, get knocked out and they're all that, this time you're missing Teddy, who is Stu's future brother-in-law. And they have to go find him. Now, this movie, while it is good, it suffers from the fact that it is a remake of the original, the same crew and cast, but with some references. People have been saying it's an exact carbon copy, which is true in some cases. I mean, like, there's things from the first one that you can kind of remember. Like, there's, like, some things that are shot the exact same way, but just, like, a little bit different with, like, the set. It was just like, come on now. You gotta give us different things. I mean, that's what makes a sequel good. You gotta get different. Like, Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. Batman Begins started out, and The Dark Knight exceeded on that, and that's what made it better than Batman Begins. With this one, you just have the same storyline. You can't in The Dark Knight. That would be weird if you had the storyline of Bruce Wayne becoming Batman again. It's also weird if you have the same storyline here. And while yes, this is also a situational comedy, and there are times where it can happen again, you gotta have more things on it. This movie would be better if it had a different storyline, and it would be much better. I mean, you can still go to Bangkok. Maybe, like, next time, show the actual party that causes the hangover. Show it, and it's just like, that's really the biggest thing that bugged me, and because of that, I have to give this movie 3.5 out of 5 stars, and I want to give some advice to Todd Phillips. Don't go the same way you did here and in the first one with the third one. Please go in a different direction. That's just my advice. It would be much, much better if that's what happened. I mean, with this one, Like, you could all, I mean, it would have been, or, like, have Doug be in on the fun. Have Doug, like, actually be partying as well, not have him sit on the sidelines again. He was the one missing in the first one, yes, but he wasn't missing. He came home. He went back to the hotel early because Tracy was sick, I think. Yeah, I think that's how it went. But yeah, anyway, so 3 out of 5 stars. Good, but not as good as the first. It's still worth it's still worth a shot if you're a huge Hangover fan. I mean, anything I say can't make you not um go see the movie. So yeah, it would good, not as good as the first. I give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Yeah, yeah, because yeah. So hopefully, yeah, we'll see you soon for my X-Men First Class review. Yep. All right. So that's about it.